Fender Tone Master. Oops. Twin reverb. 1950 Fender Broadcaster, not a reissue. Recording session today. I got to get my fingers loose for, and that's what I was just doing that I want to share with you. A little bit of a delay and a slight tiny bit of compression. And that's all that's going to go on this Dwight Yoakam project that I'm working on. And you know, when it comes to getting loose and everything, to start playing the guitar, you got to get loose, don't you? You got to get hard to take it right out of the case and just be ready to rip and go, ain't it? So always remember to give yourself a little bit of time to do that if it's going to be something that is a application that demands precision. And typically this precision of your playing comes from obviously being comfortable. But being comfortable means that you're not just mentally comfortable, but physically comfortable. Get your hands loose. I used to be a professional baseball player. And when I pitched in the New York Mets organization, you go to the bullpen before you go into the game. So you get time to get ready to execute at the highest level. So I don't expect myself just to grab a guitar out of the case without, getting loose. And for a session here at the house, it's a beautiful day. I can take my time, but I still put myself on a little bit of a schedule to do all that stuff. And the Broadcaster is a very interesting instrument because not every T-style guitar that I have, and Telecaster, especially this Broadcaster, they're not all the same. This has got 11s on it at pitch, 11s. And normally we're not doing all that kind of stuff, that bending on 11s. Normally it's, a lesser gauge. I don't use 9s, 10s, about the least I go. I've tried some 10.5s, but the Broadcaster just has a nice feel for me with 11s, and I've been playing 11s for over 20 years on this guitar. So only recently have I tried to go to a smaller string, or lighter gauge rather. All this to say, get comfortable. And what I just did has mistakes, and I don't care. It doesn't matter that it has mistakes because all I'm trying to do is get loose. Now, when it comes time for me to have to execute, and in this one today, it's a recording session, so I obviously cannot leave the mistakes. Live, you can get by with a little bump in the road. And remember, nobody ever died from your mistakes, man. No big deal. No big deal. I'm finding now so many folks on YouTube are trying to play to perfection. And I understand, isn't that the pursuit? We don't want to play, I don't want to say play bad. Enjoy yourself, and whatever your goal is fine. But for me, I play long stretches. Today I'm doing an instrumental album today, a track today. And so this song's going to have length today. And I got to play all the way through, like 5 minutes. And it's going to be trying to do it on one pass. Probably not going to do it on one pass. 99% sure I'm not going to. Trying to come up with little phrases and executions, and then all of a sudden another idea jumps in front of the other one, which makes you physically stumble. I get it. There's a time where you got to be able to harness those mistakes to eliminate as many as you can. But you've got to get loose before you do all of that. And that's my little tip for you. Get loose. Enjoy it. Don't worry about the mistakes. When you're playing, if you keep making the same mistake in the same areas, stop and address that. Deal with your mistakes, but don't think that you're not going to make mistakes. And if you're trying to play without making mistakes, that's more of a negative thought process than trying to play what the song needs. Obviously I play what I think the song needs and make mistakes doing so, and then correct that from a melodic side. If that melody or the phrasing that I'm hearing doesn't translate well to my hands and it becomes a mistake, then I address that. And that's just the nature of playing music. We're just not going to always execute to perfection. That's not my goal. My goal is to execute with feel, hopefully taste, and something that is applicable to what I'm trying to do. So the biggest thing though is getting comfortable. And the best way to get comfortable, loosen up those hands and get to that area where you're ready to say, okay, now I'm ready to sit down and try to figure out exactly what it is that I exactly need to play. But if you think you're going to do that on the warm up, good luck. I don't. And if you can, that's great. And I've seen a lot of people take an instrument out of a case and just rip it. And I've been able to every once in a while, get it and, execute what I needed to do. It's not brain surgery all the time, is it? It's just music. So, but boy, how much more comfortable do I feel once I get warmed up? So just a little tip I wanted to share with you, and looking forward to spending some time doing this today. God bless you all, and enjoy the gift of music and taking the ride that you're getting along with this. So I'm going to tell you something. It's a precious gift, and man, use it that it's good for your musical soul. And the folks that listen to it, they'll appreciate your effort. They sure will. Mistakes and all. God bless you all and your families and friends. Thank you for listening.